Jazen Karakat, and I'm going to discuss the our topic for today. So our topic for today is about, did Rizal retract? But before the discussions, I will be going to give the meaning of retract first. So here it is. So retract, um, according to Merriam-Webster dictionary, retract is like withdraw, or step back, or take back, or something that has been said or done by someone. So that is the meaning of retract. So before we deepen our discussions, let us know first who is Rizal. Who is Rizal? Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Realonda, or most commonly known Dr. Jose P. Rizal, was born in June 19, 1861. He is a Filipino nationalist, writer, and polymath active at the end of the Spanish colonial period of the Philippines. He is considered as national hero or pambansang bayani of the Philippines. He is also an author of No Limitang Here in 1887 and El Filibusterismo in 1891. He is the son of Francisco Rizal Mercado and Chudora Alonso Realonda. He has a spouse named Josephine Bracken. He was executed and died on December 30, 1896 at Bagumbayan, Manila. So we already know who is Rizal and his background. So let's discuss the controversy of Rizal's retraction. Did Rizal retract? Jose Rizal is identified as a hero of the revolution for his writings that center on ending colonialism and liberating Filipino minds to contribute to creating the Filipino nation. The great volume of Rizal's life work was committed to this end, particularly the most influential ones, namely No Limitang Here and El Filibusterismo. His essays vilify not the Catholic religion, but the friars, the main agents of injustice in the Philippine society. It is understandable, therefore, that any piece of writing from Rizal that recounts everything he wrote against the friars and the Catholic Church in the Philippines could deal heavy damage to his image as a prominent Filipino revolutionary. As we all know, Jose Rizal is one of the significant people in our Philippines history that made a great contribution to our country, especially in the coming of the Philippine Revolution. Rizal is known for his nationalism, and he is against the leadership and influence of the Spaniards. He wrote two novels, No Limitang Here and El Filibusterismo, right, to rebel against the injustices done by the Spaniards in the Philippines. So as you can see in the left side, there is a picture that is the letter that was signed by Dr. Jose Rizal, and the right side, it is the translated text of the letter. So May 18th day of May 1930, in the year 1935. I declare myself a Catholic, and in this religion in which I was born and educated, I wish to live and die. I retract with all my heart whatever in my words, writings, publications, and conduct has been contrary to my character as son of the Catholic Church. I believe and I confess whatever she teaches, and I submit to whatever she demands. I abominate Masonry as the enemy which is of the Church, and as a society prohibited by the Church. The diocesan prelate may, as the superior and ecclesiastical authority, make public this spontaneous manifestation of mine in order to repair the scandal which my acts may have caused, and so that God and people may pardon me. Thus, this is signed by Dr. RIZAL in Manila on the 29th day of December of the year 1896. There are four iterations of the text of this retraction. The first was published in Lavo Española and Diario de Manila on the day of the execution, on the 30th day of December in the year 1896. The second text appeared in Barcelona, Spain, in the magazine La Juventud, a few months after the execution. And the 14th day on that day of 14th February in the year 1897 from an anonymous writer who was later on revealed to be Father Vicente Balaguer. However, the archives on 18th day of May in the year 1935, after almost 4 decades of disappearances. The Balaguer testimony. Doubts on the retraction document abound, especially because only one eyewitness account of the writing of the document exists, that of the Jesuit friar Father Vicente Balaguer. According to his testimony, Rizal woke up several times, confessed, 4 times attended the Mass, receiving communion, and prayed the Rosary, all of which seemed out of character. But since it is the only testimony of allegedly a primary account that Rizal ever wrote, a retraction document, it has been used to argue the authenticity of the document. The testimony of Cuerpo de Vigilancia. Another eyewitness account surfaced in 2016 through the research of Professor Rene R. Escalante. In his research, documents of the Cuerpo de Vigilancia included a report on the last hours of Rizal, written by Federico Moreno. The report details the statement of the Cuerpo de Vigilancia to Moreno. So this is the details of how Rizal retract before his retraction. So it stated that um, Dr. Jose Rizal entered in the death row. Um, After that, he was served a light breakfast, and at approximately 9, Rizal asked by if he wanted anything. So he said that he wanted only a prayer book. After that, Senor Andrade left death row at 10, and Rizal spoke for a long while with the Jesuit fathers. Father March and Father Villa Clara presented him with a prepared retraction on his life and deeds that he refused to sign. So Jose Rizal refused to sign the deeds and retraction offered by Father March and Father Villa Clara. They argued about the matter until 12:30 when Rizal ate some poached egg and a little chicken. Afterwards, he asked to leave to write and wrote for a long time by himself. So at 3 in the afternoon, Father March entered the chapel and Rizal handed him with what he had written. Immediately, the chief of the firing squad, Senor Del Fresno, and the assistant of the plaza, Senor Maure, were informed. They entered the death row and together with signed the document that the accused had written. This account corroborates the existence of the retraction document, giving it credence. However, nowhere in the account was Father Balaguer mentioned, which makes the friar a mere secondary source to the writing of the document. But there were some accounts proving that Dr. Rizal did not retract at all, because they claim that the retraction document is a forgery. Hence, the debate begins on whether Rizal retracted or not. So the first argument. So why do they want to retract? Well, they wanted Rizal to retract because the writings of Jose Rizal made a greater impact wherein he exposed the conditions of the Philippines, particularly the actions of the friars and the colonial officials. So the friars wanted to hide that fact. They wanted Jose Rizal to say that everything he said and wrote aren't true. This is, of course, to basically obtain their status. Second argument. If Rizal had really retracted, then he would have been given the sacraments that was mentioned while ago. It means he would go back to his Catholic faith. So, why is his body not handled in a Catholic manner in the sense that he would be given some blessings, hold a mass, be buried in a Catholic cemetery. So all of those did not happen. That is why scholars are skeptical about the retraction of Jose Rizal. Kasi sinasabi ng mga praile nga, the only reason that they wanted the Rizal to retract so that they can administer the Catholic sacraments. So this mean this should have been accomplished because of if Rizal early retracted and went back to his Catholic faith, then the manner of his death or execution should be really administered by the necessary sacraments, but it was not. Nothing was given to Rizal in his death. Rizal's burial is kept secret. And the third argument, the original letter was not shown to the public. The only thing that were published are the copies of the letter, but the original letter itself was not shown. If an original document is not shown to the public, then it undermines the credibility. Like, it weakens the truth that Rizal retract because the original copy is not there. Because no matter how much you state that there is really a letter and you can provide any real letter, then your stand is not strong and your credibility is weak. So the retraction of Rizal remains to this day a controversy. Many scholars, however, agree that the document does not tarnish the heroism of Rizal. His relevance remained solidified to Filipinos and pushed them to continue the revolution, which eventually resulted in independence in 1898. So this is the connection of Rizals to the Katipunan.